Today I'm gonna build more than 20 smart and satisfying LEGO builds that look completely impossible.
Starting with this ordinary box.
And if I drop a minifigure inside, Bro's now trapped. But this box holds a magic secret inside. And guys, I can only activate it after you hit that subscribe button. Let's reveal the secret. So when I drop the same minifig inside, it should, where did he go? Oh. So this magic trick works by using a mirror. And when you want things to disappear, just move the mirror and all the things will disappear into the back rooms. This is a spring shooter, and it works by inserting this red dart into it. And when you press it, it fires off. So you can build a satisfying build out of these by connecting them in crisscross. And after an hour of carefully stacking, it's finally complete and it looks very beautiful, almost like a work of art.
Wow.
But now I need something that will set off all the pins at once. So I have this sun piece from this LEGO set, and it should fit perfectly into the build. So let's test it against some minifigs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this looks insanely satisfying, and it worked perfectly. All the pins flew out in every direction. This is just a normal looking wall. But if I use full force and punch it, I can make this satisfying hole in it. I guess I'm just that strong. But in reality, it's just a smart trick, unfortunately. This is a cheese slope piece, and if you take a bunch of them and build them facing opposite sides, you can create optical illusion art. So from this side, it looks like a minifig's head, and from this one, Bro's dead. And now, let's have a speed round of magic hacks for minifigs. First, I made a build that catches the ball after each throw, turning it into an infinite hoop machine. If you separate minifig legs and connect them to a plate, you can make it do the splits. By adding a normal head to a skeleton body, it makes it look like it's getting an X-ray. And finally, take a skeleton torso, 4 legs, and a white frog as a headpiece to create a skeleton dog. Now let's build some kinetic sculptures. So this one looks like a wall with a banana cutout, and it's impossible for this rod to go through it. But if you tilt it sideways, it magically works and looks satisfying. This next one is very simple because when you turn this first beam, all the other ones will follow it and automatically reset, so you can do this forever. Satisfying. For this next build, I'm gonna make a red cube, and around it, I'm making another cube from yellow bricks and tiles. And now when you look at it, it just looks like a corner with studs at the bottom. But if we look at it from this angle, it actually looks like a red brick inside. This Minecraft cake has a satisfying secret inside because it can do this. And it's a smart building technique that uses these pins. So I'll take this cake and use the building technique to upgrade my Durr Burger from Fortnite. So let's see if it worked. Oh damn, it looks like he's alive now. This is a slot machine made out of Lego bricks. You can pull a lever and make the tiles spin. And since it's built with Lego, you can change the tiles to make yourself win. Let's see, jackpot! If you take these hinge pieces, add a cheese slope and then connect them like so, you get this shape. But if you take more of these and stack them together, you can build a satisfying donut. Kinda reminds me of a ninja weapon. If you take these colored plates and build them in this order, you can create this insanely satisfying build. And the best part is that it can move. Guys, this build is melting my brain. I don't know how it does that. If you take 1x2 plates and shove them one into another, you can make this art piece build, but there is a problem. It's illegal.
Help me.
So here's a smart and legal way to make an art piece using roof slope pieces. And now Bro is safe. A long time ago, Lego had a serious problem with brown bricks. It almost feels like chocolate, but it definitely ain't. But I got an idea how to create art out of it. By taking this piece and adding it to a base plate and then surrounding it with brown tile pieces, it makes it look like it's melting. But don't eat it, it's not chocolate. Then I also built this interesting machine. But the best part is when you turn it on, it starts doing this. I think it's kind of cool. This machine is perfect for Halloween because you can attach a ghost brick build here. And now it looks like Bro is haunted. And it does that because of these Technic gears I built at the bottom. So when you spin them, it moves these parts. For this build, I'm gonna use these pieces that will allow me to build a cube with plates on the sides. So now I can start building a spiral shape on top of this cube using tile pieces. And this is what I ended up with. And honestly, it kinda reminds me of the GameCube logo. It's crazy to think that this is one single build, but it looks like it's breaking physics somehow. Another smart-looking Lego build you can do is optical illusions. So by making this simple pattern from black and white plates, we just made this crazy illusion. Damn, it looks like it's 3D, but it's completely flat. And here's another optical illusion. If you make a base plate from white and black plates and then fill it with these bright and dark blue circle patterns in the correct order, you get this eye-bending design. Oh wow, the more I look at it, the more it moves. I think it'll make me sick. This is the iconic Swiss Army knife, and it's cool because it has a bunch of tools inside and fits in your pocket. So I made my own Lego Swiss knife. I added Technic parts like a wrench, a sword, drill, brick separator, a machete, and this magnifying glass. So let's test which knife is better. Swiss knife first. Okay, it works. How about a Lego knife? Well, not successful. Banana test. Which knife do you think did a better job? Tell me in the comments. Here are some more satisfying fidget toys. Take these Technic beams, put a bunch of them in this build, and now when you play with the pins, it creates all kinds of satisfying shapes. If you combine these parts and connect them in a circle, you can make this fidget toy. Then I also built this weird cube, and what's cool about it is no matter how many times you turn it, it won't end. It's like a never-ending infinity cube. And this last fidget toy will teach you physics, because if I try to balance this wheel on my finger now, it just falls. But if I spin it real fast and try again, it's magic. Maybe I should join the circus. So next, I built a large white Lego brick and made it look like the paint was spilling onto it. I added a bucket at the top to make it seem like it was pouring the paint onto the brick. Now the build looks like a floating bucket spilling paint. This next build will show you how door locks work. If you take this key and insert it, it shows you that the pins on top don't align and it doesn't unlock. But if you use the correct key and do the same, now all the red parts align perfectly and the machine opens up. Smart and satisfying. This next build is going to be all about art and science. So here I built an art gallery room with these red and yellow bricks that look like they're hanging in the air and dripping their colors down the walls. It's a clever build of 2 bricks dripping off walls and painting another brick in a new color. But that's just color theory. Next, I'm going to use these rubber pieces. Now to just stack them one on another, and we have a rotating toothbrush for dogs. Let's test if it works. She doesn't like it much, but at least we succeeded. Now I want to recreate a fur brush, just like this one. It helps to remove shedding fur and keep the dogs clean, and I'm sure I can replicate it with Lego. So I'm building it from black and green plates and gray clip pieces to make the scratchy part. But something's still missing. Right, the teeth. So I'll borrow them from these guys. Whoops, this is just a normal stick piece, and by adding them all into one build, we just made a brush-like gadget. So let's see if it can remove the dirt from my dog's fur. Yeah, it seems like it's working great. Another simple gadget you can build is a scratcher. So I built this handle out of bricks and the scratchy part from these rubber teeth. So now let's test if the dog likes it. Oh, she definitely likes this one. This is a paw cleaner gadget, and it's very useful for cleaning paws after dirty walks. So I'll build it out of these blue pieces in the shape of a tube. Okay, it kind of looks a bit more lethal than useful, but let's try it anyway. Yeah, she doesn't like it. And lastly, what do all dogs do? Poop. And you need to collect it after, so I have this pooper scooper with me, and it works great. But I also built one out of Lego, so let's see if it works. Well, it sure works on the face, but can it pick poop up off the carpet? That's a success. Okay, now what is the most important thing for a dog to have? A house. So I had an idea to build one out of giant Lego bricks. I'm leaving this gap so it'll work as a window. And the brand new doghouse is done! Also, just to make it more personal for Jessie, I built this name tag with her name on it, and I'm attaching it to her house. Then I'm placing her bed inside, and let's see if she likes it. Come on, here, I have a treat for you. Yes, she's in. Good job. Guys, I think she really likes her new house. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna build is a food dispenser and a dog bowl. It works by pulling this lever on the side, and it opens up a trapdoor so the stuff from above falls down into the bowl. So now that it's complete, let's fill the bowl for Jess, and we're done. Another cool toy for dogs is a frisbee. You throw it, it flies, and dogs catch it midair. Now let's see it in action. Yeah, it broke instantly. But I went online and found that Lego released a real life-size flying disc as a promo item, so I bought it. Oh wow, it's very bendy, but will it fly? Nice. Now the ultimate test. Does my dog like this new toy? Let's go outside and play with it. Come on, Jess, fetch. No, bring it back. Yep, I think this girl likes it very much. Another cool toy for dogs is a treat launcher that shoots out small treats. So it kind of works as a dispenser and a toy at the same time. And I want to recreate it out of Lego. So I decided to build a crossbow that shoots treats. And it works by pulling this thing at the back. It tensions the rubber bands, and when you press the trigger, it fires off. Okay, so now that we know that it works, let's test if it can actually fire off a treat. Nice, now let's try it with my dog. Okay, I'll call this recreation a success. I went online and found this dog jockey costume on Amazon. Let's put it on Jessie and see if she likes it. Not gonna lie, Jess, you look hilarious. Yeehaw! Come on, Jess, run! But now, I want to make it work with Lego. So I'm gonna use this Lego tape and stick it onto the saddle. Yeah, that should work. And the best possible minifig I could think of is a cowboy. And now for the moment of truth. Can a minifig ride my dog? Yes, let's go! Bro didn't even move. So 1 survived. But what about 5?
Okay, Jesse, do the thing.
Oh damn, I think one guy broke his leg. And now the ultimate test. I want to see if this upscaled minifigure can ride on Jess. Let's put him on. Okay, I guess the answer is no, and I'll have to rebuild him again. And now for the ultimate outdoor experience, I want to recreate a huge obstacle course just like in dog tournaments. And I'm going to achieve that by using these giant bricks. So first, I built this smaller wall, then these pillars, and at the very end, this square tunnel. Okay, everything is set. Let's show it to the dog. Okay, I think she wants to give it a shot.
Okay, Jess, go.
All walls cleared. Wow, not even a single block fell over. She completed it all. This is just a regular ball. And this is a ball cannon. And it's a great gadget because you can put the ball in and shoot it very far. So I took Jess's Lego ball, and now let's see if it'll work with this cannon. Okay, it's too powerful. So I'm gonna build a slingshot out of Lego that will definitely work. So I'm taking these pieces and building them up into 2 identical towers. And I'm gonna use this thick rubber band as a propeller. Okay, the slingshot is ready, so let's test if it actually works. Nice, but now the ultimate test. Will Jessie approve of this gadget? I don't think she's impressed. Okay, dogs really like to chase things, so I want to build a chase toy for my dog. And I have this wind-up motorcycle as a base. Now I just need to make it look more interesting. So I built a shell around it that looks like a cat. Now just some small details, and there it is. Let's combine it with the motorcycle.
Guys, it actually rides.
Okay, let's see if my dog wants to play with this thing. Well, I guess it's just too small.
Huh?
But I also saw one more toy, and it's this RC car. I think it'll work great as a chase toy. All I need to do is just take a rope and attach a weenie at the end. And the toy is ready.
Let's see if Jessie likes this more. She only wanted the treat.
Another thing that dogs need is constant love and company. But sometimes I have to leave for work or go save a planet. So Jessie needs a companion at home while I'm gone. And I've seen these robotic dogs on the internet and they look kind of cool. So I got her this Lego Mindstorms robot puppy, and it can do a lot of things. Sit down, stand up, pee, eat, and make growling sounds.
I don't know, Jesse. I think you're gonna have some competition on cuteness.
But the best thing about it, since it's a robot, you can program it to do all sorts of tricks.
Come on, do something. Nice, good robot.
Okay, but the most important part is to see if my dog likes it. So let's see. Success? All right, just out of curiosity, let's see who can follow more commands. Okay, now sit. Now lay low. All right, turn around. Okay, something's wrong with him. First, I want to build Jessie some Lego drift, so let's start with the collar. And building one out of Lego is very easy. You just take these plates with hinges, add a plate with a stud, and top it off with pyramid pieces. So I made a bunch of them, and now simply click them together until it becomes a collar. Okay, let's see if it fits. Damn, she looks edgy now. Next, I built this chain with teeth, and it even has space for a minifig.
Here you go, Jesse. Looking spooky.
Other things you can build are bracelets, and I decorated this one with skulls and the other one with bone pieces. And there, one for each paw. Then I designed these foldable glasses from white and black bricks. And now Jessie is dripped out. Finally, I'm building a leash out of gray macaroni pieces, and when stacked together, they look like a metal chain. So let's go test it out and see if it works.
Yeah, I think it works and looks cool at the same time.
This is a silicone Lego brick mold, and if you pour some melted chocolate in it, you'll end up with these sweet bricks that actually can be stacked together to build a chocolate house. And in today's video, I'm gonna buy, unbox, and review close to 20 weird and most unexpected Lego products, from retired gadgets from the 80s to an actual working Lego flashlight, and even gloves that'll make your hands look extra cursed. After testing all of them, I'll choose which ones are worth the money and which Lego products belong in the trash. But anyway, let's begin the show. So, the first product I bought is this Lego flashlight, and the handle legit gives off serious lightsaber vibes. It's super handy and pocket-sized and easy to carry around. The only bummer, the studs don't fit with other Legos. Overall, it's cool, but let's compare it to my phone flashlight. We'll test it in my bathroom where it's pitch black. Bruh. You again? Anyway, here's how bright this Lego flashlight is in total darkness. And here's the phone flashlight. Honestly, I think I'll stick with my phone for light. But still, this Lego flashlight is pretty fire. The next product that I bought is this Lego-compatible Rubik's Cube from Amazon for $12.99. And yeah, these aren't official Legos, but they snap on like a dream with the real ones, and this thing is rock solid. Way sturdier than the other Lego Rubik's Cube I have. Plus, if solving it is not your vibe, no biggie, just pop off the pieces and rearrange them however you want. I think I'll use it as a mini Minecraft world for a couple of my minifigs. This Lego Rubik's Cube will look amazing on my shelf, which is a massive W. So I got this Lego pencil box with studs on top, ready to slap some bricks on it. But when I opened it, I was surprised. Nothing inside except some minifig pieces. Like, do I need more minifigs? Images don't match the contents? Seriously? So I ordered the Lego 2.0 stationery set, hoping for better luck. Surprise! Another minifig, plus 4 Lego pencils, an eraser with studs, a sharpener, and a clip to stick a minifig on your pencil. And get this, I had to use some illegal hacks to stick a pencil on the box. Why not just include more clips? The minifigs are so basic too. So both Lego sets are going straight into this stylish green brick pouch. It's got loads of space for lunch or school gear. You can't stick Lego on it, but there are pockets for your minifigs. And out of all of them, this green pouch is the real MVP when it comes to doing its thing. I was feeling a little snacky, and I thought, why not level up my food game? So I grabbed some ingredients and this Lego brick-shaped silicone mold I found on Amazon. To test it, I first microwaved some chocolate until it was gooey and poured it into the mold. The result, chocolate bricks with studs that are a bit too spaced out for a minifig and no anti-studs. So building a good-looking and sturdy house would be a challenge. But they still looked fire, until they started melting in my hands. RIP chocolate brick. Next, I froze some water in the mold to make ice bricks. And let me tell you, these things turned out sick. All the details were there, studs and everything. Perfect for tossing into your soda and having a well-deserved break. Then I thought, why not make some wobbly gelatin bricks? These things are maybe the worst building bricks, but hey, at least they tasted bussin'.
Yes, sir.
And lastly, I built 3 houses with the bricks I made before, took my super powerful leaf blower and aimed it at my edible masterpieces. I think I might have misjudged the stability of these edible bricks, but if you're looking to flex your kitchen creativity, these silicone molds are a must-have. Alright, let's do a quick speed round where I'll review 3 products in under 30 seconds. First, I bought these gloves that make your hands look like oversized minifigure hands. Putting the gloves on was a mission. They're clearly made for kids. And without thumbs, I can't even use my phone or do anything properly. It's a total nightmare. To really test them, I bought this overpriced $20 puzzle, which has 1,000 minifigure heads. Trying to finish it with the gloves? Way harder than I expected. So it's a no for both of these. But let's not waste time and let's check out this upscaled Lego Firefighter helmet. It's at least 2 times bigger than the minifigure one. Sadly, no Lego bricks stick to it. But I'm definitely keeping the helmet and giving it a big thumbs up. So I was scrolling through Amazon and spotted this Lego style mug. It's a big old cup with studs and anti-studs, but I'm like 90% sure it's not official Lego. I was low-key praying it would work with real Lego, and boom, it does. Now I can stick minifigs on it whenever I need a mood boost. Plus, I built a phone holder on it to binge watch Mr. Bricks. And I can even slap it on my wall when I'm done. Talk about multitasking. But then boredom hit, and I went full Picasso, turning the mug into a mini farm. We've got a tiny house, a dog, a cat, some trees, and even a mini pond. The only downside, I'm gonna need to buy another mug because this one's getting prime shelf real estate. Next up, I'm testing this crazy Lego AI app, and soon we'll learn what weird things we can construct with its help. So it lets you point your camera at a pile of unused Legos, and after identifying each one, it tells you about a bunch of different things you can make with it. It not only gives you step-by-step instructions, but it'll show you exactly where in your pile that specific brick is. Now take a look at the results. So I built a scuffed businessman, a slightly tired panda, and Mario. You probably have already noticed that the colors are all over the place, and I'm not ruining my Legos with spray paint. Also, after a week of free trial, it costs you money, and I like my apps free. However, I would say this is an interesting use of AI. So I picked up some Lego wearables the other day, and it's time to see if they're fire or... First up, the Lego compatible glasses set. They sent me a whole squad of these, but after decking them out with some Lego bling, I gotta admit, these glasses are kinda lit. Then I tested the Lego wristbands. Clearly not meant for kids. Plus, you can't even slap any bricks on them. So, yeah, that's a hard pass. But then, the Lego wristwatch came through and saved the day. You can stick bricks on it, and it comes with a little stormtrooper buddy. The adjustable strap and time-setting feature? Chef's kiss.
Oh my God.
This watch is a straight-up 10 out of 10. Lastly, I tried some Lego tattoos, hoping for some glow-in-the-dark magic. Spoiler alert, they barely glow. They're definitely made for kids, and not as edgy as I wanted, but hey, they're temporary, so I'll toss them the thumbs up. So I was feeling extra creative today and picked up this make-your-own-movie book. It came with some Lego movie characters I barely remember, and a few props. You stick your phone in the director's chair, hit record, and boom, you're a filmmaker. There are cranes for flying stunts and a car that spins 360 degrees, but only 2 backgrounds? Kinda weak, honestly. If I was gonna be using this set regularly, I'd totally print more. Plus, for the price, I expected something more epic. Another product that I bought is this LEGO book set that's all about building gadgets and tools. And guess what? Somehow ended up with the German version. Hope the instructions are easy to follow. Started with this Mix Master gadget, strapped some minifigs on, and gave them the ride of their lives. Total wipeout, no survivors. Couldn't resist seeing if it would whip up a water vortex. Super satisfying. If I ever need to stir some coffee, I'm all set. Cranked up the speed, and wow. Next, I built this claw thingy. Great for cleaning your cat or handling melty chocolate without a mess. Then there's a catapult for launching minifigs. The book even comes with paper cutouts like a Viking target to shoot at. My aim's trash though. Tried blasting Harry Potter, Wingardium Leviosa. Nailed it! The catapult's nice, but the robot boxer? Even better. Okay, it looks epic. But the real question is, can it take down 2 different baddies? First up, this tiny metal dude. This won't last long. And yep, called it. Next up, a huge skeleton. This one's gonna be a long fight. Wait, never mind. I seriously overestimated this guy. What can I say? This little boxer robot is the undisputed champ. The book also has instructions for 11 gadgets, but most of them are kinda meh. Still, this LEGO gadget set gets a thumbs up from me. Had a bit of a minifigure mess, especially with my special ones. Dust was taking over, and my room was a disaster. So I grabbed this display case to sort it out. A little DIY assembly was needed, but nothing too wild. The case has LEGO-compatible studs on the platforms and fits up to 40 minifigs. Now all my fave minifigs are flexing in their new dust-free home. Major W. So the last product I bought is a LEGO toolkit. I grabbed 2 of the best sets to test out which one's a keeper. One kit has a brick separator that turns into a hammer with some serious weight. Total all-in-one package. The other kit's more old school, with a longer hammer, pliers, tweezers, and a measuring plate. Got a Technic pin that won't budge? Just use the bottom of that all-in-one hammer. Your fingers will thank you. The hammer's good for building and smashing. Both sets are great, but I only need one, so the all-in-one's getting tossed. This is a real heavy metal safe. I'm gonna throw a really expensive minifig inside, and let's try to open it. Guys, I think I messed up. Even the wall didn't help. And this is a LEGO safe. It looks super cool. It has this complicated safe lock, and inside are all my most valuable possessions. And to give it a fair chance against the real one, I glued it all with super glue to make it indestructible. The first test is with this hammer. Seems sturdy. Hands? Not strong enough. Crowbar? Too strong for that. What about stepping on it? Jumping? Guys, it looks like I created a real vault, but for the supreme test, let's drop a brick on it. Okay, the brick always wins. The safe broke, and now I'm broke too. Next, I bought a LEGO submarine box, and apparently it's the Beatles set. I don't exactly know why. Anyway, this is a submarine with moving features, and when you take off the top part, there are 4 pretty famous minifigs inside. But let's test if it can actually go underwater, cause that's what subs do. I have this fish tank full of water, and I'm gonna drop it. All LEGO boats sink and the submarine floats? What the heck? Okay, at least to make it float straight, I'll use this special LEGO part, and let's see if anything changes. Guys, it works! It sinks like a real submarine. Next, I have this LEGO monster truck. It's a cool set of a burger truck that has been converted into a huge monster. But it has these hidden steps, so it can still serve you a snack.
Let him cook!
And since it's a monster truck, it has a bouncy suspension. So, monster trucks jump and do all these insane tricks in the air. And to test it on a LEGO truck, I built these giant ramps. And at the very bottom, I placed these LEGO cars to jump over them.
I hope they have insurance.
Okay, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Wow, the burger got there first. No wonder they call it fast food. Hope it's still good. This is a LEGO submarine, and I want to test if it can actually go underwater, cause that's what subs do. Okay, it only floats sideways, but what if I attach these special parts? Awesome, it sinks like in real life. So in this video, I will buy, build, and review 10 expensive and cool LEGO sets, and after that, I will test them in real life situations. Let's waste no more time and start with This crane made from 3,000 Lego bricks. It moves and spins in all directions, has 3 arms that can lift things up using these ropes, and it has this rare, heavy brick that serves as a counterweight at the back so the crane doesn't tip over. So cranes are these massive machines that lift heavy stuff. But before we test it on something really heavy, let's test if it can lift a bunch of bananas. Well, that looked easy enough. Now let's try it on some railway track with the train on it. No problem, sir. Working as intended. Oh no, it crashed. Okay, now for something more spicy. How about a real brick, though? It's the most basic construction material. Just need to line up the hook and start lifting it. Wow, even with 6 motors, it can't lift a brick. For this next challenge, I bought this bionicle-looking Darth Vader figure. And guys, I'm your father. It has these weirdly moving parts, a cloth cape, and a lightsaber. And since there are no lightsabers in real life, the closest thing to test it against would be this world's strongest laser. And guys, always wear protective glasses. First, let's test it on some paper. Sorry man, you are screwed. But can it really burn through the plastic? Oh damn, it really is the strongest. Yes, no problem, Vader is dead. The next set is literally a cat made out of Lego. Oh, wait, where's the Lego? Ah, here it is. Okay, so this is a life-size black and white cat with smooth plastic fur. It also has a tail that can move from side to side, adjustable ears, and fun fact, when you move its head, it sounds as if it's purring. But I want to test if it'll be into playing with cat wands, as most cats are. Oh wow, bro is so boring. What about cucumbers? I heard cats are afraid of them. Okay, the fact that neither of them care makes them similar. Bro decided to chill out. But what if I put a glass full of water right on the edge of the table here? Control yourself. Good cat. Oh, no, 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 no! The next Lego set I bought is this from Sonic the Hedgehog. It has these adorable looking critters and the tornado plane with Sonic and Tails themselves. So what do planes do? It should fly like in the game, right? Well, that's lame. But I have a better idea. I will make it fly with the help of a drone, and I made this doohickey to hook it up. So let's take it outside and test. Okay, moment of truth. Heck yeah, we flying. Ooh, and it looks kinda cinematic. Maybe the Sonic team should offer me a job to film their movie. This is a Lego pirate cannon, and it works by inserting a stud into the cannon and pulling this thing. And the minifig is dead, no big surprise. And this is a huge pirate ship that has massive sails, a full crew with a captain, and a dude in a crow's nest. And also places for cannons, because back in the day, pirates battled with other ships by using cannons to sink their enemies. To imitate that, I have this Nerf ball blaster that works kinda like a cannon. It uses these balls as projectiles. Let's test its power on this target. Oh damn, this doohickey is strong. So now it's time to test the Nerf cannon against the pirate ship and see if it'll survive. A real-life cannon is stronger than a Lego ship. The next set I bought is this motorized buggy for $170. It's quite a big replica of a real Dakar truck. It has good working suspension, turning wheels, and real power. And guys, you control it with your phone. So the car is neat and it's a perfect replica of a real Audi Dakar truck. So I decided to test it in real Dakar conditions and built this obstacle course in my room. We're gonna drive it through this rough terrain, rocks, and balancing bridge, and at the end, we will see if this mud is gonna stop the car. 3, 2, 1, go! The first obstacle on the racetrack is sand. Wow, that was easy. The second obstacle is rocks. Look how it's bouncing. The next thing for it to clear is the balancing bridge. No problem, almost to the finish line, but there is this last obstacle, the mud. But wait, we need to pour some water to create it. That's better. Let's see if it can go through. Wow, even though the mud was sticky, it drove through like it was no biggie. For this next challenge, I bought 2 Lego sets, and these are replicas of fast sports cars from the real world. One is the Chevrolet NASCAR with cool colors and flame stickers, and the second is the Ferrari Formula 1. I've waited so long for it to arrive since it's a new set. So for this next challenge, I want to test them on a big slide. Luckily, I had this enormously big brick. So I leaned it against the table, and now it's time to see which of the boys is faster. Rev up those engines!
Go!
Chevy missed the track and Ferrari wins. The next item I bought is this huge wind turbine set. It comes with this cute cafe at the bottom and a place to chill outside. And like any other wind turbine, it spins. Also, there's a switch at the back that activates lights. But the best feature is this mechanic's crew who will repair your turbine under warranty.
Found a secret cave shack.
So wind turbines convert wind to generate electricity. So let's see if this one generates any. Nothing happens. It seems that it needs more wind. So I got this leaf blower to test if the Lego wind turbine will finally charge my phone. Whoops, I think that was too much wind. But hey, at least it charged my phone. Lego is one of the biggest tire makers in the world. But did you know that you can also use the same Lego tires in the most illegal ways? Like taking these tiny rubber wheels and putting them on this rod, you can build a barbell for homie to pump up. Take this chonky tire, invert it, and bam! You made a huge cauldron or a hot tub in different colored studs. Tires can be useful for rounded builds like this massive water tower for a micro town. And since the tire's made out of rubber, it works perfectly fine as handles for nunchucks. Now for some very illegal tech. For example, take a plastic bag, cut it, put a fish in, drip some water inside, and bro looks like he bought ingredients for sushi. Place it on top of Lego plates, and now it looks like water, and also works great as windows for a house. You can take this Lego plant piece, cut off the leaves, and use them as reeds for a lakeside build. You can drill a hole in a minifigure and make it look like a death scene with swords. This is a glass piece, and this is a broken glass piece, and now you can put it in a robbery scene. Why did you break the glass when the door was open? And if you're broke and you don't have doors for your sets, just use duct tape and a plate. Did you know that a basic LED is just the right size to fit into Lego helmets? So you can make some cool looking figures with glowing eyes like this. If you have a bunch of chrome stickers, another very illegal thing to do is fully cover a car with them. So I took a Ferrari, and after several minutes of sticking, it's all shiny now. And for funsies, you can use a berry as a custom hairpiece. Very illegal. Another illegal thing you can do is not fully connect parts. So, if you stack a bunch of 1x2 plates one onto another, you can create a rainbow. A flimsy rainbow. Or by taking gray color pieces, you can create an arch entrance for the train tunnel. And the tunnel itself can be done by combining plates and cylinder studs. If you take these parts and just keep stacking them, you will eventually create a donut. And it's quite satisfying, but it's more fragile than a granola bar. And if you only take half of it, then it looks like it's going in and out the table, just like a worm. And now it's a dune worm that will eat all unsuspecting minifigs. Another secret building technique is stacking plates in between other plates. And it's illegal, because when you do too much stacks, the pieces start to bend. But here's what you can build out of them. You can use simple plates as tombstones for a graveyard. Look, bro is mourning his hopes and dreams there. By using this technique, I built this awesome looking gazebo. And for a bonus, you get studs on the sides for vines to place. This also works if you need sideways real estate to create a rock climbing area for the climbing activities. Guy is trying to get back into shape? Maybe next time. You can take these plates with a grill, place them on the side, and you just got yourself a cage to contain the most vicious creatures. And by taking these plates and shoving them into this curved plate, we get these sick-looking death stairs for those ultra-expensive and minimalistic loft house builds. Just make sure not to fall off the side. Now that I already showed you a bunch of illegal techniques, let's have a quick round of actually using them in different builds, like using plates and studs to create bendable walls or waves for surfing like I did here. Looks cool as heck. Placing two window pieces next to each other creates a space big enough to fit a minifig inside. So I created this frozen caveman exhibit in the museum. By stacking ice cream pieces, we just made a cool looking smoke effect for missiles. If you stuff window pieces with transparent slopes, you will create custom stained glass. And it fits perfectly for churches or any other old school buildings. And for the same church, burnt weenies used to make an arch entrance. This is an ordinary Lego alligator, but if you chop off its tail and dunk it into a bucket piece, you get yourself a plant. If you take a bunch of grape pieces and these stems from carrots, you can build a cozy flower bed. By combining these clips with tiles, you can create minimalistic-looking furniture like this sofa, and the tile looks like an additional pillow. And at the same time, this building technique is great for creating concrete-looking skate park ledges. Now, bro can collect infinite points for balancing. Cup piece plus clip piece equals illegal lamp. Tile plus not fully connected tile on top creates a stapler. And bucket handles can work as legs for chairs, or even act like drawers. Very creative for office builds. Here's an illegal piano. The black keys are antenna pieces that shouldn't be there. And this piano plays only pirated music. Speaking of antenna pieces, here's a micro-scale AT-AT from Star Wars. Antenna pieces work as articulating legs, and its head is built from a skate piece. Combining a hot dog piece with a bar holder with clip, you can build the partition wall like in those fancy VIP red carpet scenes.
Stop! You violated the law!
And now, a mini lobster. I built it from tiles and minifig arm pieces, and it will haunt you for the rest of your life. Another forbidden thing you can do is to order a bunch of knockoff Lego, and I spent almost $100 on it. So let's unpack all the packages and see if it was worth it. I bought these knockoff minifigures that surprisingly have a lot of details like pouches, holsters, torso moves, tactical helmet, highly detailed weapons, and look at this sick ghillie suit. Based. The hood takes off, and if you put it in some natural environment, I can't find him anymore. Next, we got these bootleg weapons. We got here like pistols, a rocket launcher, rifles, submachine guns, bolt-action rifles with scopes, automatic shotguns, an M2 machine gun with that stand that moves in all sides, ammo box, and working top cover, and the freaking minigun that actually has a rotating barrel. Also in the package came some knockoff minifig parts for arms, and they are very weird. You can choose between these long, noodly arms for some goofy moments, or making natural waves, these short ones that look like T-Rex hands, and double hands so that bro can hold 4 weapons at once. And lastly, we got our super articulating knockoff minifig. It can move in all directions, its hand can move, its legs can bend, and it can stretch and breakdance. Next, I built these 3 long walls out of ordinary bricks, but if you carefully join them all into one singular build, you get this sick-looking triangle. And this is one of the illegal techniques called brick bending. Here are a few more examples. Since I had a bunch of macaroni bricks, I stacked them into this beautiful kinetic sculpture. But the best part of it is that it moves in a very satisfying way. Very relaxing. And finally, by taking colored plates and building them in this specific manner, you can make an absolutely hypnotizing build like this. How the heck does it bend after such a sturdy build? Straight magic, I tell ya. Sometimes it's dangerous even to be a window cleaner. And I'm not talking about this annoying sound. Especially if you're cleaning a window on the highest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. And if that's not dangerous enough, let's simulate an earthquake. This is a 3 magnitude earthquake. This is 6 magnitude. And this is 9. There's such a thing as a professional mourner. Basically, people can hire you, and all you need to do is show up at the funeral of their relative. And the only reason I can think of hiring a person for this is to make your neighbors jealous because you have more guests at the funeral.
Now that's a weird way to flex.
Pretty much a very easy job. The only danger here is overreacting and getting kicked out of the party.
Bruh.
Surprisingly, being a crossing guard is a dangerous profession. Pretty much all you need to do is stop the vehicles to let vulnerable groups of people cross the road. It can be kids that go to school, or old pedestrians, or even puppies. And like with a lot of professions, the risk here is being hit by a car if the driver can't read the signs properly. Another weird profession is a water slide tester. And it seems like a pretty chill profession, I gotta say. And I bought 1,000 transparent studs for this one, so let's pour them out. But I guess this profession exists for a reason, so I built this huge water slide for him to test, and I have a feeling that it is not completely safe. Comment if you would test it for $28.
Yes, sir.
You know that feeling when you're going down a slide, afraid of going too fast and getting yeeted into space? Yeah, sometimes the fear is there for a reason. Next, let's go above the clouds, because it's parachuting. Oh, by the way, this is my video editor. And to simulate a parachute, I attached an official Lego parachute piece, and now he has a parachute. The only thing left is to drive him to the nearest bridge and simulate skydiving by dropping him from it. Okay, hope your parachute won't tangle midair.
I'm dying. Help me.
Okay, yes, it actually worked. And the parachute definitely saved him. What about superheroes? Being a superhero can also count as a profession. So here's a quick speed round of dangerous situations that might happen while saving the world. Okay, let's start with Superman, who mainly spends his time flying in the air. And the dangerous thing that can happen to him is... Mr. Bricks Airlines is not responsible for this accident. Another flying superhero is Iron Man, and there's a big chance of technical faults caused by lightning strikes. And then he can be pretty much fried up. Wait, guys, I think I spotted something weird on the wall while I was filming. Let me just take my slipper. Gotcha! Oh! Wait, I think I just killed Spider-Man. And did you know that lonely people have like a 30% shorter life on average? So for the last build of this round, I'll make a tiny, sad apartment where the person can sit all lonely and sad, cause it is a supervillain, Joker. Wait, why is he smiling? What the heck? He's supposed to be sad. That's better. There's also such a profession as an electrician, but this one is pretty much self-explanatory. Touch the wrong cable, and you're fried. Next, I built a small zoo, cause another weird but really cute profession is a panda fluffer. I mean, look at this. Aren't they the cutest things you've ever seen? Pretty much all you need to do is cuddle and feed pandas all day and watch them grow. I guess the only dangerous thing that can happen is if you're really good at your job, the panda will ask all his friends to join. There's also wingsuiting, where you basically fall down to the ground, but with this suit that makes you look like a squirrel's skin, you have some limited control over it. The best stunts by these guys include flying under a bridge or even through a hole in a mountain. So let's simulate this by building a mountain with a hole in it. And now let's try to throw him precisely through this tiny hole. Oh yeah, it's easy to miss and it's quite deadly. Next is being a policeman. Being a policeman is obviously quite dangerous because all you do is deal with criminals all day, and one of the most dangerous things is being shot by one of them. Policemen can also have intense car chases, but then slip on a random object and fall from the table. I mean, from the cliff. And what if a Lego man is on fire in Lego City? You need to buy Lego and build the fire station and become a firefighter. Okay, so here we have a fire station where you can see on the map where an emergency is happening in the Lego City, and a cool fireman's pole so you won't spend an extra half second on the stairs.
Oh dang, being a firefighter is actually a pretty dangerous profession.
We've also got a kitten on a tree, because that's like 69% of all the calls to the fire guards. But the coolest thing in this set is the helicopter, which comes with these special water pieces that you need to load up, and now you can shoot with water and fight the fire on the fly.
I honestly had no idea Lego had these parts. Kids nowadays are so spoiled.
But what about a real danger? Say, if a house is on fire. There's a big chance of a house collapsing due to long heat exposure, so let's simulate that. Okay, so far we've looked at a lot of dangerous professions, but what is the most dangerous of them all? With this question, I went to Google, and here's the top 5 most dangerous professions according to Google. And you'll be surprised, because in 5th place is garbage collector. These are the guys who collect all the waste after your last house party. And as I read on Google, there's a big chance of being hit by the truck and being stuck between it and the dumpster forever. Not cool, man, not cool. Then in 4th place stand fishermen, specifically the guys who sail the deep seas in search of the big fish. So let's simulate the ocean with a bucket of water and test the profession. Wow, this guy be having a good mood today. The 3rd place, according to Google, is for delivery drivers. And I bought a fresh Lego set for this one. It's a small restaurant that has a delicious sandwich on top, and it comes with a bicycle delivery guy who carries crispy but delicious Lego food. And apparently these guys experience a lot of accidents because they spend all their time on the roads.
What the hell, dude? It's the 2nd time in like 20 seconds.
In 2nd place is a profession called roughneck. And basically the crews risk their lives pumping the black gold.
So I attempted to build this working oil rig, but it is still not working, guys.
And it can be a very dangerous job with terrible accidents, such as being hit by one of the chains. And lastly, the most dangerous profession according to Google is a logger. Pretty much, you need to stay all day in the woods and fight mosquitoes while cutting trees using various tools until they fall. There's also a profession called dog food taster, but this one is pretty self-explanatory. All you need to do is just taste different kinds of dog food. Check its quality, taste, texture. Okay, it's kind of good money for a side hustle, so I'm gonna give this one a shot. Okay, it's actually not that bad. Another dangerous profession is being a gang boss.
Hey, boss.
Usually when you're a gang boss, you don't really need to kill anyone and get your hands dirty. So you just take care of the fam and collect money from all the illegal activities. But the dangerous part here is that the other gangs are constantly trying to kill you. For example, by planting an explosive under your car. And I used a firecracker to simulate this. Wow, that's even more dangerous than I thought. And what about being a pilot? It's also quite dangerous. You can experience severe turbulence, or even worse, you can crash. So let's simulate double engine failure. I found this nice tall thing at my local playground, so let's drop the plane right from the top of it. I'm gonna do it.
2, 1, liftoff.
Wow, this pilot's scared, but at least he survived.
I'm scared.
And for the final dangerous extreme sport, we will need to go underwater, because it is cave diving. So pretty much all you need to do here is dive deep into the ocean. Okay, he is stuck. Just kidding, he's fine. Another weird profession is a webcam eater. Like this Nikocado Avocado dude who earns pretty decent money. So I speed built a simple streamer's room, and I used all my food parts for this wall. And the only thing you need to do is sit in your room, stream, and eat different foods, like bananas, croissants, pretzels, hot dogs, and of course, pizza. Okay, I think he's full already. Another classic topic for LEGO sets is a construction site. So I went and ordered a used one from Bricklink. And what I found out while building this set is that there's actually a lot of danger on a construction site. Like this elevator with no safety features at all. And some other dangerous things. Okay, I think I simulated a typical day in the life of Minions right now. But the most dangerous thing you can do is let an unskilled crane operator carry around a pile of bricks. Okay, he is dead. But I also went and recreated it with a real brick. Hey! A man was hit with a brick in Lego City! Fire the crane operator! Now I have a handsome smirk. And the final dangerous profession in this video is an illegal master builder. And although you can build pretty nice stuff like this sphere, remember that the cops are always near. Subscribe, or you are next. Okay, so this video so far was the most fun to make. Hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And also, if you didn't subscribe, you will be a dog food tester.